Today is officially the longest day of the year. And in the build-up to that day, I usually get some questions on my Instagram. People ask me, as a pagan, as a heathen, how do you celebrate midsummer? How do you celebrate the longest day? If you ever wondered that, this video is for you. Ritual at the longest day of the year where the sun shines the brightest and shines the longest. My first advice for you would be to keep it simple. We can often get tied down by our thoughts. We can often make things complicated. Actually, it's actually really easy to make something complicated. It's quite difficult to keep something simple. Why I think you must do this? Well, if you make it complicated, if you start thinking like, oh, I'm doing a ceremony on a sacred day, I want to do it just right. So we have to do this, and we have to do that, and we have to do this, and then this, and maybe those people can go over here. And then what you get this energy which is very mental. You get a cluttered energy. You get an energy that's like, doesn't really feel like a sacred energy. But if you keep it simple, you say like, okay, we do 4 directions. See what just happened? I just left some space here. If you keep it simple, you leave space. And in that space, spirit can come. That's why you keep it simple. I believe it's a popular saying now among spiritual people in America to say, I'll hold space for you. Don't know what that means, but personally I don't really hold space for people. People already have a space. It's called their body. I think it's wise to hold space and to keep space open for spirit. What do you think pagans do when they have the little altars at home with the little idols from wood? What do you think it means when like these big god poles go up all over the world now again? That's a space for spirit, because we want that piece of wood to be animated with the spirit of Donar, Tyr and Wodan once again, so we can feel their presence. So I don't hold space for people, I like to keep space for spirit. And I think that's a good way. I've been taught that's a good way, and I still believe that to this day. Now, if you want to know which deities you can honor and how, I'll get to that towards the end of this video. But first I want to give you an example for something really, really simple you can do. You can even do it with your non-pagan friends in your non-pagan family. It's the longest day, or it's the week of the longest day, it doesn't matter. You invite everybody over for a barbecue. Big barbecue. Make sure the drink's good, you make sure the food's good, you make sure the music's good, everything's nice. And when the barbecue starts, or when it ends, well, you probably do it early before everybody's drunk, but you hold a little toast, bing, you say, yo, today's the longest day, or this week is the day where the sun shines the brightest. Now, I gathered you all today here because I want to share this special day with the people that make me shine the brightest. And I think on special days like these, you know, when we share good drink and good food, good laughter and good company, we all mimic the beauty and power of the sun. Here's to being happy and to shining together on the special day. Toast. Real simple. I can guarantee you that even the non-pagan people will love it. Non-pagan people will come up to you and says, yeah, I don't know, it was really profound and I thank you for sharing that. That's partly because I have a theory that most people actually are pagan but don't realize it that they're pagan, but that's a subject for another video. So, but that was just a simple thing you can do. Now, if you want to put that in a mythological framework, you know, when the sun is the most powerful, you're talking about the Nordic goddess of the sun, Sol, who rides a chariot and who just carries the sun to the sky each day. But if you think about what the sun represents, well, the sun represents that which gives us life, that's which makes us shine. So therefore I suggested that barbecue and those people you love, because, you know, being a pagan means honoring a natural law, and means kind of just going the way of nature always. So when nature shines the brightest, you also shine the brightest. Now, in Norse mythology, there's very little of this love and light stuff, meaning that there is a beautiful goddess named Sol, but there's always something chasing Sol, and that's his skull, which is the son of Fenrir and which translates to mockery. Now, when somebody told me that again, to be perfectly honest, it was of the Fellowship of Nordic Traditions. It was Claire who told me that last weekend. So I heard it again, and I thought, it's always mockery that chases and tries to catch and dim your personal light. That kind of hit home to me, because you may have noticed I'm getting older, and as I get older I get more cynical. And because I get more cynical, it's easy for me to mock stuff. I mean, I talk easily, it's easy for me to mock. I mean, if you have a dog, I can mock that. If you have a bike, I can mock anything. But what it does, it takes away of my shine. So I will try, not only today, but this summer. And I think it's a pagan thing to also try that. To let go of your cynicism and let your heart shine with love as completely as you can, because this is the time for that. And the reason we do it is because the sun will also be going. You know, there will be plenty of time to be cynical. There will be plenty of time to be mocking stuff in the winter. I believe specifically that in like Europe and America, it's going to be a harsh winter. I believe that the gas prices will continue to rise, and I'm afraid the food prices will also continue to rise. So trust me, when it's winter, we all have plenty to mock. But what we need to do now is fill our hearts with lovely stuff. Fill our hearts with the good stuff, so when that time comes, we have something deep inside that can last us through the dark and cold winter that is coming. The tale of Sol reaching the highest point is also the tale of Balder and the death of Balder. Now, I will do a separate Death of Balder video later, because I believe that myth is amazing. There's so many layers in that. But it seems to be the general consensus at this moment in time that Balder, the golden child of Odin, is fated to die. And with it, it takes the beauty and the gold and the light of this world. And that Balder is actually a metaphor for the sun that dies and is reborn. The death of Balder is the beginning of the end of a cycle. It's where beauty, innocence, and golden light dies. So if you want to honor the golden light of the sun and the golden light of Balder, you know, make sure you shine at these special days. Make sure you take in this glorious light, as I will be doing today. I will be sitting here right in this spot, drinking my tea and just letting the sun warm my soul. That's not the only thing I will be doing. I actually will be having a lot of pagans over here in the garden this weekend, but I hope to make a separate video on that. Anyhow, I hope this video has been helpful to you, and I hope to see you next week. Take care. I hope you have a wonderful midsummer and a wonderful summer. See you next week.